My name is Michael Primo. I'm executive producer of Storyline, which I co-founded with my primary collaborator, Rachel Falcone. A through line in all of our work is this idea of home. What does home mean? What does home feel like? Spiritually, emotionally, physically, literally, metaphorically.
We started Sandy Storyline in the wake of Hurricane Sandy. The primary design question was, how do we collaborate with millions of people to tell a story?
We created this sort of interactive web-based experience that allowed anybody who was touched by the storm in any way to share their experiences, to really just try to create this picture of how the storm was affecting this metropolis of 20 million people. Another project that touches on this theme is Water Warriors. Water Warriors is a short film exhibition about a community's successful fight to protect their water.
Water is the gift of life. Nothing in this world can live without water.
The Usapugtug First Nation built this successful multicultural alliance with their white settler neighbors to protect their water from fracking.
We are all warriors, and we are here to protect.
Everyday, average individuals who are coming together to fight, and defend, and protect what matters most to them.
Our recent purchases in your neighborhood include a 2-family on 41 Gillooly Road, a 3-family at 176 Clark Avenue, a condo at 67 Marble Street, a 2-family at 13 Cheever Street, a 2-family at 690 Broadway, and a 6-family at 53 to 55 Maverick Street. Your home can be next. We will purchase your property in cash. We will pay all your closing costs. We will purchase your property in any condition. We look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Kieran Brosnan.
Pretty much all of my works begin with the questions. What here is new? What here is not?
We would like to have a nice, clean river and accessible waterfront. But with the desire to have that comes the threat for us to be displaced.
Climate catastrophe is a force multiplier of all things dystopic, fascistic, and apocalyptic. But when you pull back the layers of, say, COVID, superstorms, seasonal fires, supply chain failures, war, what you can see is the enduring blueprints of asymmetrical imperial and colonial power.
On the 33-acre land will be a casino and resort as tall as the windmill.
Climate catastrophe feels new to many of us, but we are right to suspect that the conditions that create that catastrophe feel like many familiar forms of racial, national, and class oppression. I think that the main way that humans get stuck is we forget how to see outside ourselves, and art can make it possible to try.
We organize at a grassroots level. We need to fight for our place.
Pollution and environmental disasters have led to public health crises. Some places are called Cancer Alley, and children play while suffering from asthma, surrounded by industrial pollution.
Both my ancestral lands and the place that I call home now, in the Southeast, in Louisiana and Florida, Mobile where I was born, we are prone to ongoing monsoons, ongoing hurricanes.
In Louisiana, we are losing almost a football field of wetlands every hour. These wetlands serve as protection against increasingly terrible hurricanes, floods, and tornadoes.
The idea of climate displacement is not just about the physical displacement that people experience. It is also the displacement of spirit, of soul, of being.
Many, many moons ago, the people of the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean had a sacred relationship with the land, the water, and for the most part, with each other too. respecting cycles and rhythms of the planet.
And this idea of where is home, where is my people, where can I feel safe, how can I survive, how can I create conditions for me to be well and to thrive. I think those are conditions that are really difficult for us to find for ourselves.
Together, we believe another Gulf is possible, where we can survive and thrive without fear of each other, free of oppression, where we can live in balance with our natural resources, our land and our water, and still meet our energy needs.
My name is Lisania Cruz, and I am a Dominican participatory artist based in Brooklyn, New York, formerly known as the Lenape-Hokan land, which was taken away from the Lenape people. In my practice, I incorporate audience participation in order to investigate notions of being and belonging within the public sphere. Most recently, I've been working on a project titled The Investigation of the Dominican Racial Imaginary, which is a participatory project that looks at the ways in which the nation state of the Dominican Republic has erased and repressed our African heritage from our identity. I've been thinking of sugar, and specifically its links to the plantation system, our colonial path, and the ways it has racialized bodies. I'm interested in finding ways that we could better articulate the human impact of these extractive economies, and also if we could envision ways that we could create a change from them.
When I think about climate displacement, something that comes to mind right away for me living here in Puerto Rico is colonization. My name is Eli Jacobs Fantausi, and I am the director-producer of We Still Here, or en español, Nos Tenemos.
Caminar por mi pueblo y apreciar el río que atraviesa en él. Así es vivir en Comerío. Así es vivir en casa. Cuando estaba llegando el huracán María, vimos cómo el río estaba entrando al pueblo.
Mi cuarto era ahí y como ya ven, pues ya no hay nada.
My film focuses on a group of youth in Comerío, Puerto Rico, that are fighting for justice in the recovery process.
Es que esperaba más del municipio, del gobierno, para las personas que perdieron sus casas, sus hogares. O sea, están muy lentos, o sea, me decepcionaron en esa parte.
The people in power, FEMA and the government, decided that they would give families coupons to go to the United States and live in hotels rather than use money to reconstruct their houses. People do not want to leave their homes.
Te pregunté a ti alguna vez, ¿qué felicidad? Dice, no, felicidad es compartir con los que no tienen.
So what is a response to that? What does it look like to stay? And the English name of my film is We Still Here, which are the people that decided to stay, are the people that, against all odds, are gonna rebuild the future for themselves, and they're gonna do that together.
Es algo que siempre me ha gustado hacer, ser líder, ayudar. Esto soy yo. Yo voy a ser su guía turística el día de hoy. Mucho gusto, María.
Y si no puedes ser perfecto, trata de ser original. Y es que tú tienes el control de tu cuerpo, lo puedes lograr. Busca tú, sé tú con fe y plenitud, baila. No dejes que tu autoestima caiga. Siente lo que dice corazón y bota lo que es una carga. Para que más no te distraiga. Ofrece alimento a tu intelecto cada vez que